morning, friends. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the week. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Let us begin by, of course, this is the day of the heart, as we always do each Monday. So let us begin by placing our awareness in the area of the heart. Let us acknowledge ourselves as our own Valentines today. So by taking slow, deep breaths, slowing down your body, and engaging the engine that's going to reset your biology, allow you to experience joy and gratitude. This is the setup for that. So slow, deep, gentle breaths. And imagine these are flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Do that for a few breaths. See if you can take these breaths into your heart, down to your root chakra. And then when you exhale, exhale from the root chakra and out from your heart. You'll be breathing from your nose and your mouth, of course, but this is a visualization that will allow you to take deeper breaths down to the very bottom of your lungs, if you visualize it this way. You also give attention to that area that keeps you grounded and allows you to anchor yourself to this particular reality while accessing the wisdom beyond this reality. So taking the slow, deep, gentle breaths and experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart, down to your root chakra, and up from your root chakra and out from your heart. Just do that for a few more breaths. When your awareness deviates from your heart center, gently bring it back to the heart center. This is normal. As you begin this practice on a daily basis, and I encourage you to do it daily, your mind will wander and you will take the attention away from the heart. Simply bring it back gently into the heart space. If it helps, hold your hand to your heart as you take these slow, deep, gentle breaths, taking them deep, sending oxygen all throughout your body, with these deep, gentle breaths. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me again today. If you had your eyes closed, please open them up. It's a good idea to actually practice this with your eyes open as you're engaging life. So when you test it out today, when you go out and take these slow, deep breaths, try and keep your eyes open. You can do this while you're in the car. You can do this anywhere, really, in the shower or on the bus, wherever, in a taxi cab, even at work when you're sitting there on your desk, you can be breathing in this way. Today, my topic is the sky is the limit. I want to talk about what life goals we set for each other, for ourselves, not for each other, and how that affects others around us. Because it's important that I want to demonstrate to you that the limiting beliefs we hold about our own capabilities affects those that look up to us. I want to share with you an example, and then I want to share with you how you can identify whether these life goals that you've established for yourself are actually ones that are perfect for you, or they're perhaps you're underachieving something because you don't believe you can achieve something greater. And then that will hold you in that place. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to experience greatness, something that you have never experienced before, and it scares you, probably a clue that you're in the right direction. So let's talk about this. Sky's the limit. So when I was when I was actually going to choose from high school, where was I going to go? I was never good in mathematics. I barely passed calculus. All right. And so I had decided that there was nothing, I was born like this. My upbringing taught me that you're either born smart, born a genius, born an entrepreneur, or you're locked into whatever your personality is, at that time. So at that time, my personality was low self-esteem, had very low, below average marks in elementary school, in high school. And so I decided, you know what, I couldn't take on a 4-year degree program, let alone a master's or a PhD. So I decided to go into a trade school because I felt that was the level of which I'm comfortable with. And even that was a bit of a struggle. I went to trade school, and then I ended up, there was a 2-year program, got a diploma, and I felt good about it. I achieved something. And then I went to work, and I was reporting to an engineer. And I looked at that engineer and I said, I can do what she does. Like, I don't understand why I can't, why I would not go and get my degree, but I can do it what she does. I had friends who were engineers, who were professional, who had taken degree programs, and we would sit around the table and we would talk about things and we would connect at the same level. And I felt, well, and I said this, and I apologize now, but at that time I said, if these boneheads can do this, why can't I? I'm no lesser than them. It was just like a little power surge that came through me when I experienced that around me. So I went and I sat and thought about this, and I decided to go and do my engineering degree. But I never thought about doing my master's, my graduate studies at that point in time. And then I went to work. I got hired as an engineer, and then I began to really love what I did. And I said, I want to learn more. So I'm going to go take courses. And when I looked at courses at the university, the only courses that were available that interested me were ones for the graduate studies program. So I kind of begged my way into that because I did not have the marks in the undergraduate program to do the graduate level things. But, because I was a mature student then, they let me in. Well, it just so happened because I was so interested and I was getting the feedback from others. Like, I had PhD students who came and asked me questions because I had industry experience. So all of a sudden, now I'm getting my graduate degree, and I got my graduate degree. At that point in time, my self-esteem was withering away. And all of a sudden I decided, okay, now I'm going to aim for becoming a manager, a director. And I did that. And as soon as I set my sight to that, I became a vice president of this company. It was at that point in time I realized it's not really what I wanted to do. I really want to do what I'm doing now. But I didn't know what that looked like back then. And if the only thing I did was anything that was familiar to me, like, for example, as I was moving up these kind of states, the different states. One is, I'm not suggesting that going to college is not as good as going to university, for example. I'm just saying these are the different states that I was going through, and each of them, I broke through limiting beliefs. But now I know something, and I want to invite you to actually explore this. That if I had set my goal when I was in high school to becoming a vice president of an organization, and if I had trusted the universe, trusted my own self, and said, this is the way, this is what I want, I would have gotten there faster and a lot easier, but I didn't. But I proved to myself that it doesn't matter where you're at in your life right now. Reach for the loftiest goals that scare you, but inspire you. Like if you say, oh, I wish I could be that, and then listen to the inside talk and see if the inside talk says, but you don't have the capability to do that. You don't have this, this, and that. That's your clue that that is a limiting belief for you. Okay, so we can discuss this some more after the next segment. So let us begin to place our awareness in the area of the heart. And let us take slow, deep, gentle breaths and experience regenerative emotions. Reach for that goal that is so scary, but then you've got this technique to invite gratitude, appreciation in your hearts. And in that, you will find that connection. You will find that love. You will find the universe whisper to you, we are here to support you. We will catch you. Listen to those words from the universe as you take slow, deep, gentle breaths, flowing into your heart, down to your root chakra, and take it all the way down to the center of the earth in your imagination. And then as you draw out those breaths, Gaia will support you up from the earth into your root chakra, out from your heart. Slow, deep, gentle breaths. Put a gentle smile on your face. And get inspired. And listen to your heart's whispers from the wisdom of the universe. You are a magnificent creature of the universe. You are born as capable as any other human on this earth. So if they can achieve something that you want to achieve, and if you can even think about it, if it's in your thought process that that would be a possibility, it means the universe can support you to get there. If you can imagine it, you can do it, you can be it. Sit with that for a while as you take these slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. Invite your body to experience a more intense version of this emotion of inspiration, of anticipation of what awaits you, something grand and wonderful. You don't know what it looks like. And that's okay. That may scare you, but then bring back your awareness in the area of the heart. And entreat the universe. Invite the universe to be your partner, your co-creator in getting what you want. Thank you so much for joining me. Open your eyes if you had them closed. Continue to take those slow, deep, gentle breaths and experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart. Just do that all day. You can do that all day. So thank you for joining me. If I can be of service to help you, help you push you in a certain way, I've been there, done that. I don't want you to take as long as I did to achieve your goals. So I just wanted to invite you that if I can support your journey, it would give me great pleasure to see things happen for you. So give me a shout. Questions. So this is now, I'm going to look at some of the comments. I see some comments coming through. So I'm just going to open that up. So hello, Marie. Thank you for joining. Marie, are you from Czech Republic? Is that the Marie I'm talking to? It's wonderful if that's you. If not, it's wonderful to have you either. Happy Valentine's Day, Oshi, Dylan Sudanta. Happy Valentine's Day in London. Good morning, Cynthia. Thank you for a shout out. Marie, yes, Czech Republic. My sister in Czech Republic. Oh, lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me, Marie. Great. Love to hear your reflections or comments. Shelley says, I woke up feeling overwhelmed with the current energy. The vibration of your words helped me to feel more positive and hopeful. How wonderful. You're most welcome. And you're welcome, Teresa. This past 2 weeks, and I have to, and I don't know what's going on in the energy field, and maybe it's just me, and I have carried a lot of anger and anxiety, and I don't know why. I'm not an angry person, but boy, I've got this anger in me that I've had to kind of set aside in a room and just express that anger and say, what's going on? Now, in my rational mind, I know that anger is not mine. So, we're picking up a lot of stuff from, there's a lot of frustration out there, especially in Canada here. We've got trucker blockades, and it's actually going all over the world. And there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of hate spewing from politicians. Nobody is really becoming a statesperson and trying to calm things down. People do not know, leaders do not know nowadays how to do that. All they know is how to polarize people. And that's all they've been doing, is polarizing them and then saying, oh, we need to come together in unity, and then they would then polarize other people, because they would then say, these people are not for unity, these people are against unity, and then they polarize people. It's really sad that that's happening, but I get the sense that is really what I'm picking up. That's what other people are picking up, and just keep this practice. What got me through some of that is this practice that we do every day, this connection we have on Mondays. Keep the practice up. Stay in your heart. Allow the universe to kind of smooth things over for you, right? So thank you, Teresa. And Josie, much love. You're welcome, Josie. Much love to you too. Josie is my neighbor. Michelle, to dream, thank you for the invitation to open the lid on possibilities. Oh, absolutely. If I knew then what I know now, it would have been an easier journey. I would have landed where I'm right now, because this is what I'm meant to do. But it would have not taken me a lot more struggle. Yes, Shelley, collective energy, you've been feeling it too. Yes, we all have. So acknowledge that. When you feel that collective energy, and it's not you, just be mindful of people around you, because they're the ones who look up to you. And so you have to make sure that you're not turning that into, because they're also anxious. And so if you demonstrate that anxiousness or that sadness or that grief or anger, it'll just trigger them. So, we're responsible for ourselves and each other. And so let us hold our heart space. Let us hold it in our heart space to be there for others and ourselves. And it helps us all. All right. Shelley says, I'm in awe of the truckers and Canadian people. Thank you so much, Shelley. Whether the truckers are right or wrong, or whether, whatever it is, it's not about the judgment of them. It's about the courage that they have to uproot their lives, to take, to invest their time and their own personal money, take their whole family and travel across Canada and make a statement to a government that's not listening, that's polarizing. That's been polarizing every one of us for many years. This is a wake-up call to everybody on both sides. And so, it takes a lot of courage for truckers to do this and say, I am angry enough that I'll do this as a voice, not for myself, but for Canadian people. And there's a lot of unity in that. It also takes courage for the politicians to reverse their decisions, because you and I and everybody knows that politicians have not made perfect decisions. They made the decisions based on what they saw, their narrow, they had a narrow perspective of what was going on. But they didn't really know what this whole pandemic was about. Nobody knew that because we hadn't gone through it as a human race in this way. So, to find courage for the politicians to reverse their decisions, that is going to be an interesting approach, and seeing what happens next. But yes, thank you for your kind words, Shelley. Oshi, Dr. Oshi, thank you for inspiring words always. You set the pace for the week. Thank you so much. And this is Dylan Sedanta. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the week in London. All right, no more comments coming through. Look forward to chatting with you. I'll be announcing the February Ignite program. It'll be basically the sky's the limit perspective. And I didn't have enough time today to really go through the nitty-gritty details of how to set those goals and how to expand those goals and how to break through the limiting beliefs using some of the techniques and how to anchor yourself in that and what practices to have. I want to take a bit more time, and I'll do it as an Ignite deep dive webinar this month. Okay. Cynthia saying, I've been seeing those close to me look to me, and when I lose it, they do. It is very not noticeable lately. Thank you. You're welcome, Cynthia. And even though you're not able to notice it, there are people who will be affected by you. So whether they're around you in physical sense or not, it's our duty to stay in our heart all the time. People pick up these things. So thank you so much for sharing that, Cynthia. Appreciate it. All right. We will chat with you next week. Same time, same place. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you.